Hey foodies, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my Gadget Kitchen. Today I'm making air fryer chicken and waffles, and I'll be using my Philips Air Fryer XXL and my Cuisinart waffle maker. Here are the seasonings that I use for the chicken. No mustard rub this time, but I will have a link to that video up above and in the description box. I purchased legs for my daughter because she's not a fan of wings. So I am using my Batter Pro, and I am going to coat the chicken in some seasoned flour. I love this thing for battering my foods. It's awesome. As always, there will be a link in the description box for all the gadgets that I use. After a few shakes, the chicken is coated perfectly, and I did the same thing to the legs. My latest gadget addition is this awesome rack that allows me to cook in double layers in my air fryer, and it is a game changer. I'll have a link on where to purchase in the description box. So I'm putting some wings at the bottom, and then I'm going to place the rack on top, and then I'm going to put some more wings on top. This was my first time using this rack, so I'm kind of playing with it. I ended up getting 10 wings on the bottom and 8 on the top, and I actually probably could have fit about 12 wings on the bottom for a total of 20. When I'm doing naked wings, I don't really trip about them not touching or whatever, but when they are coated in flour, I don't want them touching. I want the air to kind of circulate all around because they brown better. But anyways, I've sprayed them with a little oil. I've got the air fryer set at 400, and they're going to cook for 20 minutes. Alright, so while we're waiting on the chicken, let's make some waffles. So here are my dry ingredients. I've got flour, cornmeal, sugar, baking soda, and salt. And my wet ingredients are buttermilk, eggs, vanilla, and vegetable oil. So I'm going to whisk together all of my dry ingredients, and then I'm going to add in the wet ingredients, and I'm going to whisk everything together until it's combined, but I'm not going to over mix. So a few lumps left behind are okay. Just don't overbeat your batter. Once the batter is mixed, I'm going to let that sit for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to preheat my waffle iron. And while I'm waiting for all of that, I'm going to flip over my chicken. I checked the bottom. The bottom didn't need to be flipped, but the top did. So I flipped it and then sprayed it with a little bit more oil. Now the waffle iron is preheated, so I'm going to go ahead and add my batter, spread it around nice and evenly, and let it do its thing. Voila! Here is my first batch of waffles. Nice and golden brown and crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in some more batter and get some more waffles going. And while those are cooking, I am going to put the waffles that have cooked already in my oven set to keep warm and 200 degrees. This will keep the waffles from getting soggy. So after 20-25 minutes, this is what the wings look like. They're nice and crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Now the rack came with these cool little silicone finger mitts, and that's what I'm going to use to help me lift it out because it's hot. Duh. I don't know why I tried to grab that with my hand. Anyways, the wings on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and flip those to make sure that those don't have any flour, and there is a little bit of flour. So I'm going to spritz those a little bit, and I'm going to cook those for 5 more minutes. And here's what they look like after the extra 5 minutes. Perfectly crispy and delicious. And I was using my Cook's Essentials air fryer to cook the rest of the chicken, and I cooked that at 400 degrees for 20 minutes as well. And here's what it looks like when it's all done. And now let's check out the sides. So I scrambled up some eggs. They're nice and fluffy. And then I also made some grits. I have an awesome pressure cooker grits recipe. I'll put a link to that video below and up above. Grits, super creamy with no effort at all. They're perfect every time. You gotta try it. And now it's time to drizzle some of that maple syrup all over the chicken and waffles, and don't these look delicious? They were a hit with my family. I didn't have any, of course. I'm still trying to get summertime fine, but they loved them. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. As always, thanks so much for watching. And remember, get out of that drive-thru and get into the kitchen. Bye!